Um, you see, this street lighting is something that Chief Willie Madabuchko, who has been the #1 governor in security. And street lights is related to security. So what am I trying to say? That has been his baby. He introduced that. He asked me to make sure that this thing is done well and not politically, should I say, it's not politicized. Let it be something that has come to stay. And if you can see, it's been well maintained. It's not something that you see today and tomorrow you will not see. So what we're trying to say is that people should do what? Should support the government in what they're doing. Because having installed the street lights in many communities, because you can see it's expanding and it's an ongoing project. Like I used to say, we've done the first 100 kilometers, second 100 kilometers, that's first phase, second phase, third phase, we are in the third phase. And now I made mention sometimes that if we win the election, which I said I know that we are going to win the election, we're going to continue the third phase to complete the third 100 kilometers. And you can see before the election, about more than 20 streets were completed, in different communities, and people are very happy, And like I said, there's a solid maintenance structure that we have put in place to make sure that it's a legacy project based on the way His Excellency wants it. They said, I'm not doing this thing because of politics. No. I want to do it because our people need it. We so much believe that our people need it because of, one, security, and also to boost the economic, system of the state. And you can see it's happening. In Enugu, and in fact, the stretch of the old road from Amansi all the way to Head Bridge, there's so many businesses that has cropped up. So many people are now building shops on the road, in front of their houses instead of doing only the fence. Because with the lights, people can come out and stay till midnight. And in other words, checking security, also checking the bad people, So it's a good thing. And as you can see, people came back so much. You can see that there are so many cars, so many activities everywhere, movements. Because of that, His Excellency directed that we must introduce traffic light in order to check traffic jam, And I want to commend the Anambra, how? Because we don't obey this traffic light. We go see that now our people are happy and they like good things. And we are used to good things.
Yes, the traffic lights, get the locations where they are now and get the plans to expand them around Anambra State.
What our action working governor said is that he gave a directive that we should do it at strategic places. Strategic places, for example, the stretch of Old Road, we have bottlenecks at in front of Korka. We do have at Amawbia Bypass. We do have at Enugu Junction. We do have at Omonachi Market, Oyolisa, Nobi Junction, Newi, around that ShopRite place, and also Enwakwana Wumasike, and that Mbo Junction by Old Road, So all these places are the place is getting a traffic light. We quickly did in Amobia bypass, Nobi Junction, and the one that is being set up now by at Newi by that ShopRite Junction.
Okay, that's interesting. Your ministry.
So it's an ongoing project,
yes,
and it's going to, spread over to those strategic places.
Hold on, Honorable Commissioner. Your ministry has been very, very active. And I know that towards the end of last year, you started the distribution of transformers to various communities. How is that activity going?
Well, what informed that decision, but the governor, when I took over the place, he said, "Look, why our people not having lights? So, like I always said, we did a stakeholders meeting, consulted with the TCN, PHCN, and co, and the EDC, and we now found out so many things. First of all, if he is that chapter about that Oka substation, and with 22 megawatts lying fallow there, unused. Chapter na Oji River substation, and with 10 megawatts not being used, and also Awada is being upgraded. So, and Governor, having spoken with Fashola, the Minister for Power, Works and Housing, whom he told, to support his cause, of which he did. So now, what did we do? He directed that, for the fact now, those megawatts lying fallow, that Anambra people should use it to improve the lives of Anambra, because not for Hananya, not because of politics or votes. So because he started this rural identification intervention. I call it intervention because it is no more the duty of the government to do that.
That's right.
Because the NEPA is being sold, Elego NEPA, let's say to EDC, private individual, or private business companies. So all these interventions are amenable just because of the love only for the Anambra people. So we now did a 33 kVA line, high tension line, all the way from Oka to, that was the first one more than 2 years ago, all the way to Anambra North, which includes Anyamelum, Anambra West, Umuleri, Anambra East, Umuleri, Okozo, Aguleri, Nobi, Anando, Ibari Amanko. These are people now there will walk for more than 7 years, but they have and walk once a month.
Yeah,
most of them. But now, when Wednesday, Okufa may go improve, Then the second one we did as he directed, but from Oji River substation, and we don't walk from that Oji River all the way more than 47 kilometers to Orumba North and South, which covered more than 31 communities. And one of the communities is from Abia State, So now, finally, walk more than 15 hours a day. So you can imagine what that has done in the lives of those communities. Then the last one was from Awada, another 33 kVA line, all the way from Awada Onisha, all the way passing through Idemmili to Newi, North and South. More than 35 communities. Well, Okofa may improve. Like Newi South, and we work for more than 7 years. About now, for most of all the communities there, then in Newi industrial area, which is the one he's particular about, improving the power supply in industrial areas, so that we can encourage and they buy into. Because Newi people, the number of people want to build, they're highly industrialized, So now, if you ask in us in a dollar, they will tell you that it has improved tremendously, So, what does it show? Improving the economy, more employment, that's more jobs and all that. So, These are the things, some of the things in this
So
government.
with the transformer distribution now, how is the distribution going? Have people collected? Are they coming to collect?
So I was coming to that.
Yes.
You know, these, like I said, what informed that decision? You know, having done all these, improved on all these rural electrification, the next thing is, does the power get to the people? How will it get to the people? It's through transformer. Why? Because Emwego had a lot of developments over the years. So the old transformers, Emwe, adults are carried on. There's a lot of transformers that they overloaded. A lot of people already connect to transformers. So he now decided to buy 400 new transformers, which includes 11 kVA line and the 33 kVA line. You know, and it's serving people. It's being distributed now. He said that every community must get at least one transformer. You know, so most of them are taking their own transformers. We are still calling on the ones that have not taken. They should apply to the Ministry of Public Utilities. You know, apply for the transformer. But one thing we do is that we work with the EEDC to make sure that the place that this transformer is being located is where it is required, so that we won't be continue having the issue of people, some influential people or Igwes or whatever, who go keep it just by their own, and at the end of the day, the EEDC people will refuse to do what? To power the to connect it, to power it and commission it.
Thank you, Honorable Commissioner. Obviously, the government is investing a lot of resources in all this power, light, cable, and all that. Now, there's also an expectation that the people, being in the Anambra, should guard and look after these facilities. Yes. What has the experience been like in your ministry in terms of how the Anambra are helping to protect the cable, the poles, because sadly, move for express, if you can move to pole. What do you expect people to do when they see such things?
Yes, really, it has been a challenge. Amaramu ife kandeba is Afrifa. I know your full governor. Governor has spoken to the Igwes, the Council of Igwes, and all that, and PGs. You see, we are still telling them that it's still a challenge. If you know how many millions government spend in what you call replacement costs, and repairs, is a lot of money, because we believe we don't have enough resources. So what is best for our people, do these things, so that when you do A, you move on to B, to C, to D. Not if you mention A, maybe why? It doesn't make sense. People in some communities, and when they did good, they will hold the person. You can call police and all that. But especially in Oka area here, motor jam or pole, some people there would take money from them and tell them to run away. It's not good. And tomorrow they will complain that no government actually anything. It's not fair. So we are begging and calling on the people, or the good people of Anambra State. I from my fair of my name, and I call on them now. Please, take ownership of these government investments. It's for you, not for the government. Because Governor Dan or come on and nay women or nay Governor Nabia. On the honor corner, my careful young will have been the buying. So we are begging them to please make sure that they report anybody that either jammed the pole with the car or by accident, or vandalize the cable, or vandalize the transformer, or any other government or public, property. They should please take ownership. Or even the water area, then vandalize all the solar pumps, solar panels. Why? It's not fair. And also, let me quickly tell you something we are doing about water. You know, since before the election, we introduced what we call rehabilitation of all water boreholes in Anambra State, as directed by His Excellency. He said that he has found out that a lot of communities, you know, have boreholes, but it's not functional. So we're doing it now. We've done the phase. Many communities will confirm to you, or a few of them will confirm to you now that the water is running well in their place with reticulation and millionaire strategic places, and the mother was choosing million, so you know. So, and after that, for it to be very sustainable, we plan to hand it over to the communities, selected individuals in the communities. And when we get now to tanker only, not to individuals. Let's in the tanker. When we can name what they go engage, we maintain and manage very well. So these are the plans. So the second phase now, which people register, you go and all that, measure the processes. One was the stage of EJ tenders board. You know, once the government takes off very well now, you know, they will go to tenders board, do the processes, because our governor believes so much in process. You know, after the processes, then they will bring their what do you call it, APG. With the APG, release the alpha mobilization, then they will go and start work and make sure that all the communities benefit.
Okay, Honorable Commissioner Obi Nwankwo, thank you so much for speaking with the ABS. Wish you a very successful year. And your ministry, the wonderful work you're doing in the state. Thank you so much.
Thank you.